Good morning. Day 28.
8?
Yes.
28.
I'm a little fuzzy today. I don't feel well. I think I have a cold that went through my kids. Now, of course, I thought, super mom, I'll escape it. No.
That's never the way. You
No.
get to care for everyone, and then they get to go on with their lives while you deal with it.
And when you're the mom, you still get up and I still get up and do chores. Like they're all still sleeping. Like, I mean, my husband went off to work, but the teens are still sleeping.
The teens.
And I just kind of want to go back to bed, but that's okay. I think I'll just knit today. I think I'm just going to knit and watch a show and maybe go back to bed with my new Squishmallow.
Show me your Squishmallow. Do you have it?
I could go get it.
Okay.
It's large.
I want to see it.
Okay.
I'm slightly obsessed with these at the moment.
Really? They come in all different sizes.
I know. Well, here's the thing. So we have a Maltese, and we like to dress him. And he also has toys, so yeah. So anyway, I always get him a new Christmas sweater. And the other day I got it for him like a week ago, and I walked into my oldest child's room holding the Christmas sweater. He immediately knew it was for him and like jumped up and started like doing the happy dance to have it.
Max, by the way.
I was like, holy cow. How does he know? Like he knew it was his.
Because he's smart.
Yeah. Well, then Christmas Day, my younger daughter got him the little Squishmallow things, and it was 3 of them, like attached to a cardboard.
Where did I see those? I've seen those. They're tiny.
Yeah. So there were 3. They were about, about this big, 3 of them.
They're like the size of the palm of your hand.
Yeah. She came down the stairs holding them. He saw them, immediately knew they were for him, and started doing the happy dance. She brought it over, and he starts like pawing at it to try and get them to get off the thing, like he was all about, and then all day he was running around with them in his mouth, and like he likes to throw his toys over his shoulder like that, and then he'll like run and get them.
Does he tear them up?
I mean, eventually, but more when he was a puppy. He's an old man now. But yeah, but then I got one of the like long cat Squishmallows for my same daughter, for the younger daughter. And of course it was like vacuum packed. So it was like this big. So then that was fun to open and watch. So yeah, so I'm kind of obsessed with them. I want to see yours.
Okay. I'll go get it.
That was like a big, long talking train.
No, that's okay. We have, when did they first came out? I forget. My kids got one. This is several years ago. I mean, they've been out for a long time.
Yeah.
And we have 2 or 3 on the couch, and I kind of wallow with them, but they're not mine, right?
Yeah.
And they disappear because a couple of them went off to college, and by the way, did you know you can wash them?
Yeah, well, I assume so. Yeah.
Oh yes. I don't know that it says you're supposed to, but we've washed them several times because college, or when people don't feel well or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. I'll go get it.
Cool.
Okay, I'm back. He's big. He's big. And I took a nap with him yesterday.
Oh, he's huge. Oh, I love him. He's like a dolphin. Oh, he has a tail. He's a little dinosaur.
He's big, and he has a little smile. And you see the texture? Can you see the dinosaur sort of texture?
Yeah. Aw, he's a cutie.
He is. His name is Damien. And yes. And he's a dinosaur, and I love him, and I slept with him last night. And well, what's been happening is Peanut, the large cat, lately, he's been sleeping on my pillow on the top of my head. He curls up right at the top of my head, and then I end up sort of down off my pillow. So I'm like, okay, well, I have Damien now, so that's fine.
Yeah. Nice.
And it
very cute.
The kids were funny. They're like, it's really hard to surprise you because, I'm the mom, right? But they pulled it off. I had no idea I was getting a Squishmallow, and I love him.
He's so cute. When we were in the Philippines and different spots we visited in Asia. It was like all across Asia. There would be shops at the mall that were just Squishmallow kind of things.
Really?
Long, skinny ones, carrots, like animals,
Yeah.
whatever,
Animals,
mythical
vegetables.
ones, real ones. And it was all I could do to not just like lie on the shelf, just like smash into them. They're delightful. I love them.
Yeah, so me and Damien might go back to bed later.
Nice. I think that's a good plan. You're not feeling well. Go have a rest.
Yeah.
Curl up with Damien and some knitting and a little show or something.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so remember I told you my mom brought pot roast for Christmas Eve?
Yes.
So that was amazing, but it was a large roast, and so we have leftovers because she did a lot of
Oh,
potato
right.
salad as well. So we're like, well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of just like meat on a plate. I like meat like ground up in things or like fajitas or
Uh-huh.
like, in enchiladas, whatever. So every once in a while, someone will have an idea of what to do with leftovers to create them into do-overs. So last night, we make our own pizza, and my husband has really perfected the pizza dough.
Yeah.
We did not make pot roast pizza, although that was a thought.
That's where I thought you were going with this.
I know, but he's like, why don't, you know how in the UK there's meat pies, right?
Oh, I like where you're going
So,
with this.
but instead of making a meat pie with pizza dough, he decides I thought that it was brilliant. And by the way, it was really good. So he rolls out the dough like it's like in a big rectangle or square. Then he takes the leftover pot roast, he runs it through the food processor with like mayonnaise, and he makes kind of a spread, and then he puts that all over the dough, and then he chops up the remaining potatoes and carrots and sprinkles that all over, and then he rolls it up like a cinnamon roll. And then he cuts them and puts them like cinnamon rolls on a cookie sheet,
Uh-huh.
and then puts a slice of Colby Jack cheese on top of each one.
This just keeps getting better.
I know. And then he baked it. So we
Wow.
had it was like a pot roast bun.
That sounds
It
amazing.
was so good.
That sounds really
And I'm really
good.
happy that I have another one for lunch today.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm like, that was brilliant. I'm like, what else could we make? We make like, and what else? He's like, well, you could do anything. We could do like chicken Alfredo broccoli buns. And I'm like,
Bun everything. Bun it all.
well, yeah. I mean, you
Sounds
can
genius.
put anything you want in a tortilla. Why not?
That sounds amazingly
Well,
delicious. I
yes,
love that idea.
it was. It was fantastic.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of leftovers. We did ham and homemade macaroni and cheese and Brussels sprouts. And Brussels sprouts, if you don't eat them as leftovers by the next day, you got to just throw them out.
Give them to
So what's that?
I would give them to my dinosaur chickens.
Yeah. So the macaroni and cheese, there's like one bowl left and that's gone. And then we have like a pound and a half of ham because we didn't get a big one. We just got a little one. So we don't even really have that many leftovers to deal with this year.
Yeah.
It's not like Thanksgiving where our fridge was still full at the end of the meal. I was like, please take more home, everybody. Yeah.
Well, now I'm thinking you could make like, if you had, maybe next year we'll make turkey buns.
There you go.
Anyway,
that's smart.
So that was
and then you could dip them in the leftover gravy.
That was yummy.
Good plan.
And we finished the puzzle, and and then we were gonna play another round of Catan last night, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling very well. So we started watching, we were getting caught up with the All Creatures Great and Small.
Oh, okay. So there's not a new season.
No, we were just behind. We just hadn't watched it because we were
Okay.
watching that with my oldest only when she was home. So we were saving it when we were all together.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But that has me thinking, like, we probably should be getting a new season soon.
oh, maybe.
Because isn't it? Oh, no, they do a Christmas special. Did they do a Christmas special this year?
Not that I know of.
When do we actually get those?
I don't
British
know.
shows are so hard. They never come out, like, at a time, you know? It's just, like, when they're ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Speaking of
Googling.
shows, though, you texted me that you watched the first episode of 1923. You thought it was awful and that you would watch the whole thing.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
You're going to watch
Like,
it anyway.
did he even read the script again before he gave it to the actors? They're all like, okay, Jana, there is this whole story about how this couple has to move their wedding date because of the cows. Okay, the cattle. And they're like, she'll understand because she's a cattleman's daughter. And so she'll understand. And they're like, okay, she's going to understand. So of course he goes and tells her and she throws a fit, which fine. Like I understand that, right? But while she's throwing the fit, it's like she's never been a cattleman's daughter. She'd never understand this, you know? And I'm like, they literally said she's a cattleman's daughter, right? And then you see the cattleman dad out on the range talking about how this is happening. And he's like, well, you better look out, you know? So, you know, she really is a cattleman's daughter. She really does understand this. So then the aunt goes and has a talk with her and is like, you have to understand,
It's all
this
about
is
the
the
cow.
life. This is what the life is.
Right.
And then the girl's like, I didn't know this is what the life was, but I guess I'm going to learn. I'm like, you're a cattleman's daughter. This has been established. You know what the life is. Like, who wrote this? Rubbish. It's rubbish. And I'm going to watch the whole thing.
Just
And this is
because
what I'm going to be like after every episode.
I know.
I'm going to just have
I know.
rants about this stupid show.
But you understand why I was confused about who was who.
Yeah, it is very, yeah. Did we talk about that on the show or did we do that off
No,
the
because
show?
it had just come
Did
out
we?
and I was trying not to be like spoiler-ish.
Yeah, we had to Google who was related and how that all was happening.
You had to
Oh,
Google
and then the
something.
stupid guy in Africa where I'm like, what even? Like, what? Okay.
They just throw
I
them
guess
in
we're
the
just,
middle, but you don't really understand the connection to the family in the US.
well, she writes the letter to him. So you get the whole,
Well, eventually. But that
yeah,
was like 2/3 the way through the episode.
yeah. Well, they do that. People do that in shows. Keep it ambiguous for a bit and then clarify.
We're just
But
annoyed.
yeah, the whole cattleman's daughter thing, I was like, you have already angered me. It is the first dang episode.
I don't think Taylor Sheridan gives a flip that an Anne's annoyed.
Apparently not, because I guess no one else is annoyed by Taylor Sheridan's writing because his shows just are huge hits. And I'm like, why? They have no internal sense to them at all.
Yeah,
At all.
no one asked our opinion. Just saying.
No one. They should. They
should we open our day 28 packages?
Oh yeah, we have yarn. Let's
now
like
we're all worked up.
bring the blood pressure down a little. I can feel like in my heart the anger right now. I'm like, it's a show. It's a show.
It's trivia.
It's a show I literally do not have to watch.
It's a choice.
But I'm going to. And I'm going to be angry.
And I'm looking
So do you want to
forward
go first today? Because we don't have an interview. So we're not leading into anyone. I feel like I go first a lot.
I'm just laughing because you're like, I hate it. I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to be pissed off about it. And I'm going to look forward to it.
Partly because it's a period drama.
Here we go.
So it's a period drama. I'm going to watch a period drama. There are very few period dramas from any period that I've ever walked away from because I like seeing, mainly I watch for the costumes and the sets.
Yeah.
You know, so if it's stupid, I still watch that. If it's stupid and the costume and sets are bad / wrong, that's when I will walk away because I'm like, I'm getting nothing from this at this point. But and it also has Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren,
Well,
right? Helen Mirren.
right.
And I'm like, well, they're gonna bring something to it. Although so far, I don't like Harrison Ford at all. I don't like his character at all. So
The part that's interesting to me, just living in the western region of the United States, the part that's interesting to me is I mean, there were the conflicts between the shepherds and the
right.
cattlemen, you
Yeah,
know.
that was a lot. That was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Anyway,
When you go to LA, there's a mountain you can walk up. It's not the Hollywood Mountain. There's another mountain you can walk up. And you get up to mostly the top and it flattens out and there's like the little boards, information boards.
yeah,
And one of them talks about how it used to all be sheep grazing
right.
and like it was a huge industry there, the sheep grazing and then the cattle came in and then there was like fighting
Range
and then
wars.
the cattleman won.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was interested in that part. I was like, "Oh, I have read an informative board about this."
An informing tourist board.
Yes. What I don't understand, and you can help me with this. We're back in the show again. Sorry.
Okay.
We've locked in. What I don't understand is why the shepherd guys felt justified in just ranging wherever when they did have clearly delineated land at that point.
Oh, they were just being turdly, as far as I understand. They
Okay.
shouldn't have. That guy's he's just a bad guy.
Okay.
He shouldn't have cut that fence. You don't ever cut someone's fence.
Yeah, because
I mean, that's like a hanging
naturally,
thing, you know?
yeah, because my whole thing is like he's taking care of sheep, so he's a good guy. Because I like wool,
Well,
and therefore that makes him a good guy.
no, not
So I'm like,
necessarily.
surely there's a reason why this good man who cares for sheep is
Is cutting the cattleman's fence.
is cutting the cattleman's fence to land he does not own.
I
He
guess
must still be good
because he has sheep.
because he has sheep.
We'll see, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Day 28.
Okay. Well, that's no help. But I'm curious about the shape of what's in there. I'm guessing it's a travel umbrella.
It does look like a travel umbrella. I can tell you it is a little bit rigid. It is not yarn.
I'm intrigued by the fact that it is also within a plastic sleeve instead of just being tissue paper wrapped.
Let us look. Since we're getting nowhere with our speculations.
That's part of
clearly
the travel umbrella vibe also, that it's plastic wrapped.
Wow, okay. Okay, not a travel umbrella.
Oh man. Is it hollow?
I think
Is
I
it a
know what it
tube?
is.
Is it a poster?
Maybe. That's my guess. Ooh.
It is a poster.
Mhm.
Oh, it's gonna be the map.
I think so. Yep, let me get a little scissors because I don't want to, that has tape, but I don't
Yeah.
want to rip the,
That's cool. That's a cool little addition.
yeah, so I think it is the map from the, whoops, I did just rip it. That's hard. There's tape, actual tape. Here we go. Oh,
Not
yeah.
pretend shape. I love that idea. That's so cool. Get to hang it in your little craft space.
Yeah, and it
You can
shows
hang it
where
over
all
your
we've
mannequin's
been.
head.
Shows where all we've been
Yeah,
through the whole thing.
that's smart. I
There we
like
go.
that.
Day 28. Okay.
Nice.
What do you have for day 28?
Oh,
You're
I'm
still
like, that's
ranting in your
beautiful.
mind.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
You're
Day
still
28.
ranting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. So this is another one from the Silly Sheep Company.
Yeah.
And this is the Cheviot Hebridean blend. So you see the dark mixed in,
Right.
and then it's been dyed orange. So you get that really pretty tonality.
Yeah, and that's really a nice kind of a fall earthy
Yeah.
tone.
So these are
Oh.
our
Okay.
so far.
And so When is pattern day for you?
The 31st.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, no interview today. So we're out of here, guys.
Thanks for listening to the rant.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.